Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Strategic Mind Fight for Freedom, a brand new game out by the folks behind the Strategic Mind series, and a game that is really kind of interesting. This is another Panzer Corps, Panzer General style turn-based game, but I think what the game does well and what you'll see in this video is gives you more control and a better sense of how the army organization and equipping of forces can work in these types of games. So you still have your core forces that you bring with you battle to battle, but then the game kind of adds a little bit more depth and flavor to that between command traits, which are a little bit, and attributes that you can gain in battles, which is not something I can recall games like this in the past doing, but then also the ability to have sort of additional equipment slots in units that already have like a certain unit. So a tank unit might have flamethrowers, might have extra ammo, might have air filters, like different things like that that I think give the game a little bit more character. And then of course, these sort of corny, campy 3D cutscenes between battles, which I enjoy quite a lot. The turn-based, text-based combat is pretty good in this, I think. Pretty comparable with, similar types of games. The main thing that really holds this game back, I think, is just the way that the maps look kind of is problematic from being able to follow what's going on. Like the units blend into the map too much. They don't stand out. And that is a pretty big hindrance for me when I play the game sometimes. But that being said, I've still enjoyed it. We did like a 4-hour stream about a week ago, and that's what we're going to be picking up here. So this is episode number 5 in my Let's Play series of Strategic Mind Fight for Freedom, which we are playing in this series. We're playing through the British campaign. So we started in 1939 with the Saar Offensive. We then moved into Norway, fighting the British side of the Battle of Norway. And we are now going to be fighting the Battle of Dunkirk. So you get a lot of these battles that these types of turn-based games throw at you in the British campaign, but you fight them from a different side than is typical. And I don't think I've seen anyone do a really good job of making these games put you on the defensive or on a limited counteroffensive, so with the exception maybe of the Order of Battle series. The Order of Battle Pacific series by Slytherin has, I think, some pretty interesting scenarios in 1941 as the Americans when you're on the defensive in the Pacific with the battles around Java in the Dutch East Indies, but then also Bataan, where you're kind of fighting a fighting retreat. And most games that do this sort of turn-based, hex-based combat, be it Panzer General, Panzer Corps, or Unity of Command, really don't do a good job of making being on the defensive interesting. You really need to be the one pushing the initiative. And I think this game does a good job of trying to make the defensive interesting. And I think you'll see how that plays out in this, well, maybe not in this video, in the next video, because we're going to break Dunkirk up into a couple of videos. But with that being said, that's enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead and jump in, and we're going to pick things up right here where we're between battles and we're in the process of re-equipping our army. The most modern. So we could go to cruiser. They're currently Mark A13s. We could go to 4s, or we could switch them over to Matildas. What's this? Hard defense. It only costs 24 points to do this. I'm going to do that just because it's so cheap. All right, so that's all the upgrades for this particular fight. The air filter might be nice in the desert, but part of me wonders just more Vickers. Like, can you stack rewards? So if I go with another Vickers, then I just get the +2 hard attack, soft attack, and air defense. I just don't see a lot of other. I guess the hard defense sapper squad would be nice for an armored unit to have a hard defense against enemy tanks. Okay, so that leaves me with 2,100 points. I need to buy more. Land modernization and its counterpart. So do Alexander and the modernization program here, this? Well, this is self-propelled. I don't see land modernization anywhere in here. The tank onslaught sounds nice. I mean, the optimization program for the aircraft could be useful, although I don't feel like most of the aircraft stuff, the extra slot means a whole lot. We'll do the 20% less for a level up. All British land units gain God Save the Trait skill. Unit with that skill never retreat. Non-lethal damage from each unit attack is reduced by 1. Yeah, I'll do that. So we probably need some more troops here for this particular battle. I don't know if we need more tanks or more infantry or more artillery, or we've got the 2 artillery pieces. We've got the 1 anti-tank gun and the 1 anti-aircraft piece. I mean, my gut says buy another militia. So we'll do that. So that gives us 4 armored units with a recon vehicle, 2 artillery units, 6 infantry. What's the A31? Is this a ferry? What the hell is the A31? Vengeance Mark 1? Is this thing any good? So it's worse against ground defenses, it's worse against air attack, and it's slightly better against air defense. I mean, it doesn't seem like a terribly interesting aircraft to have. Would we want to upgrade our Hurricanes to Spitfires? We'd lose a little bit on soft attack, but gain on ground defense, air attack, and hard attack. Yeah, I see that it has the dive bomber trait. Is that any good though? I guess that's the question. Let's just buy another Spitfire. And then I guess let's buy the A31 and see if it's worthwhile. Meanwhile, that leaves us with 600 points left. Actually, we've got to equip our units first, although I don't think we're going to equip these guys with anything. Air equipping seems a little bit more of a waste of money to me. What's this? Militia Mark 4 CS? Why didn't I have that as an option for upgrades? That's weird. Do we even have assault guns as the British? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. I'm kind of thinking maybe another artillery piece would be nice. Use me with 209. Is that enough to acquire some infantry? It is. We can go with some Gurkhas. 75 millimeter recoilless gun. A light recoilless gun. Does it? Oh, these are captured ones. These are the guns I captured. Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll just equip it. We'll equip them both with it then. So these give +1 hard attack, 2 soft attack. So that'll make this a very strong attacking unit. And I think with that being said, we're ready to jump into the next battle. I guess we'll see if we've got the right composition. Maybe a little heavy on air. We've got 4 fighter units, 3 bombers. That equates to what, 7 air units total. That equals our entire ground force. We've got 7 infantry units, 3 artillery units, 1 anti-aircraft, 1 anti-tank, 4 tanks, and 1 recon is sort of the makeup of our force currently. That will give us, well, I guess it depends on what we deploy. So that'll give us up to 24 total units. So we'll see if that's sufficient for us to win this particular fight. I mean, I don't really know what the right balance is here. What's Monty say?
I can't believe we messed up so badly. That's what you get when the warfare moves forward, but the High Command's thinking does not. Holding Dunkirk will be much easier if we use Matildas, as many as we can find. The Germans don't have enough weapons capable of destroying them. However, without air cover, the Luftwaffe will make short work of any tank.
Okay, so Monty's basically telling us we need air power and we need armor, specifically Matildas, in this particular fight. My armored composition is 2 Matildas, which may not be as much as he's thinking, as well as 2 Cruiser Mark IVs, which are tanks, but maybe not quite as good. We also do have 1 anti-tank gun, which is good. We also do have 4 fighters, which I think feels sufficient for a fight. And then a fair amount of artillery, which should help against enemy armor. We'll see if it's the right composition in the next fight. Okay, so in addition to Churchill's favor, we also have Royal Gratitude. All units are 5% cheaper. HMS Glorious is afloat. It'll be available for future operations. I don't know if I want Glorious at Dunkirk, given she only carries ferry torpedo bombers. All right, let's start the operation.
The British and the French troops have fallen back to Dunkirk. They're encircled and face absolute annihilation.
Hitler is using them as hostages, and he's trying to coerce us into an armistice. Can we do nothing at all? Can we not break through the German lines and rally with the French forces in the south?
We have already tried that. It was no good. The situation is critical. The only way out is by sea.
We cannot evacuate our entire expeditionary force in just a few days. And if our men cannot escape, they must stand and fight. Britain shall not go down in history as a nation of cowards.
If we lose our land army in Dunkirk, Britain will be defenseless. This isn't cowardice. We must give ourselves a fighting chance.
I have read the reports. Our generals and admirals say we can save 20% of our personnel at best. And that is not even counting the Allied troops. We must hold Dunkirk.
Prime Minister, we cannot hold Dunkirk. Not against so many Germans.
Can anyone evacuate 300,000 men across the English Channel in a week?
The HQ has come up with a plan. We call it Operation Dynamo. We will use all our naval vessels and requisition every civilian ferry, sailing yacht, and rowboat we can. We'll get our boys out aboard the biggest transport fleet the world has ever seen.
Madness, all of it. But these are extraordinary times. I will support your evacuation plan, but you must promise me that our troops will hold the Dunkirk area for a week.
I give you my word. Sir Harold Alexander will oversee the situation on the ground. With brilliant field commanders like Montgomery, he might just stand a chance.
This does not seem like Churchill at all. Let me just, like, voice aside. He's like such a defeatist.
Alexander, the government has finally cleared our withdrawal from France. The lull in the German offensive has given us some breathing room. Several transport ships have already set sail for Britain. But if the Germans
I'm not sure what the accents are.
Won't possibly complete the evacuation before they enter Dunkirk and slaughter everyone. General Alexander, you and our allies will have to stall the enemy. You have to hold Bruges.
McGibb, it was, I believe it was much worse in the Spectre of Communism game where you were the Soviets.
Some of those cities are still being defended by the remaining French and Belgian forces. I don't doubt their courage, but they will need bailing out when the Germans arrive. If one of those cities falls, Dunkirk will be left wide open, and we can forget about the evacuation. We'll lose most of our land army, and our defensive potential along with it.
Gentlemen, I have important news. According to my French colleagues, a large part of their forces has been encircled at Lille. They are asking us to come break them out, so their remaining forces can rally with us at Dunkirk. In light of your monumental task, I believe you could use every soldier you can get.
Sir Harold, I rely on your sound judgment. If you can, help the French, but keep in mind that we are here to rescue our troops, not throw more of them away.
I heard you. On my word, we'll get as many of our boys home as possible.
Okay, so we have to do what? Hold defense. British troops evacuated 15. Okay, so we just have to hold, so 15 units, get out. Hold the key line of defense, key points. There's 2 of them, just here. And then deblockade the French troops. Okay. So I don't know what, hold these 2 towns? Like, that's what I'm supposed to do? I thought it was saying that we won't hold against the Germans on the left. But okay, so all these guys got to get out. I mean, do we have to hold these objectives? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, so we have to hold all the yellow ones. We can't lose more than 2 of them. Well, fuck. All right, let's deploy our forces. So I'm going to launch an offensive to try and break these guys out, which means putting some armor.
Tank squadron reporting.
What's this? 150 millimeter. That's a
British infantry reporting.
Anybody call for big boomers?
big boomers. Hell yeah.
Guarding the Empire.
Strike hard, strike fast, no mercy.
No mercy.
Tank squadron reporting.
Let's actually pull that unit back.
Guns of the United Kingdom.
Guns of the United Kingdom. All right, so, whoops. More units. We need to deploy them.
The gunners are here.
Tommies are here.
Any orders for us?
Okay. So we could shift between these 2 positions relatively easily, I suspect.
British infantry reporting.
A lot of these infantry don't actually have trucks. So we probably want to get them into towns. Or positions where they're close enough to the objectives where they can jump into towns and forts.
Tommies are here.
Nobody will stay around for long.
We'll blow them to kingdom come.
Ready to unload.
Okay.
Officer approaching. Tommies are here.
Right, where do our fighters deploy? We know the Germans have aircraft out this way. I guess I'd rather jump on them early. So we'll deploy both Spitfires here. Can I not deploy the Spitfires? There we go. You know what? Screw it. Let's just deploy. We also need to break through here, though. So we'll leave a couple of fighter units here. Damn it.
There's no outmaneuvering us.
Bristol Blenheims. Alright. Alright, I think that's the end of the deployment phase. Let's see what we, I mean, I don't know. The game doesn't really give me any hints in terms of deployments. So how am I supposed to know what we should deploy?
Giving it all we've got.
His Majesty's tank killers.
Really? 4-2 against?
Trust in God, the king, and proper gun maintenance.
Apparently this unit can't hit any of the targets that I care about most.
Anybody call for big boomers?
Oh, I guess they can hit these guys.
Ready to put the fear of God in them.
Fighter squadron ready for duty.
Here comes the pain.
Oh, shit. Well, we did shoot up their armored car a bit.
His Majesty's own disappointment. Giving it all we've got. Fighter squadron ready for duty.
Target in sight.
Boom.
Run. That's the right idea.
Oh, I thought we finished it off. It just ran away.
Form up. Pack up your
Right,
troubles
go
and your old kit
move
bag.
into that town to defend.
Just say the word.
What's this? That's an 88. God damn it.
Infantry awaiting orders.
We do have an artillery piece over here, right? Yeah, we do.
The RAF have arrived.
All right, let's go hit these guys with bombers
Ready to make
first.
some craters.
So go hit the artillery. Or apparently get hit by something. I don't even see what shot you. Oh, there's an 88 over here.
We'll get it done.
Shit. All right.
Fighter squadron ready for duty. For the king, etc., etc.
For the king, etc., etc. Yeah, I mean,
Any orders
sounds
for
about
us?
right.
Coordinates received.
The Royal Air Force is here. Enemies scattering like rats.
Form up, form up. Forward, boys.
All right, so we just destroyed that enemy anti-tank gun unit.
Target destroyed.
I'm definitely hyped about Victoria 3 within a certain amount of reason. I have some hesitation. All
Awaiting orders.
right, go, I guess.
The Royal Air Force is here. Dropping the payload.
Hit that guy.
Be there soon. Tactical bomber standing by.
On the move. His Majesty.
All right, so we destroyed the one enemy anti-tank gun.
Any orders for us? Royal Artillery awaiting orders.
All right, I guess go hit that
Any
enemy
orders for us?
artillery piece and then go finish it off.
Like shooting fish in a barrel. Got
Get
a
the
clear
overrun so
shot.
then you can go ahead and
Got a job for a tank.
hurt this anti-tank or this tank unit. Do we have any more air units that can go after it? We do.
Fighter squadron is here. Time to strike.
Go ahead and strafe this guy. Oh, they got hit by...
The RAF have arrived. Greetings from the Isles.
Those
little bugger.
surprise, like, interdictions or whatever they are by enemy
Squadron reporting.
ground air or anti-aircraft guns are pretty devastating.
They're running for their lives. Got a clear shot. Good kill. At full speed. Tanks awaiting orders.
God save the king.
Okay. Well, the good news is we destroyed most of that enemy blocking force.
Keep calm and bomb the bad guy.
There is some infantry in this town.
The Royal Air Force is here.
His Majesty's own disappointment.
The gunners are here.
Also, I do have a trait that lets me bombard multiple times, right?
Get ready to fire again.
Get ready to fire again, boys!
Locked and loaded.
Get ready to fire again.
Come and get one in the orbals.
Hell yeah, boys! Do some damage.
Locked and loaded.
Get ready to fire again.
Open fire.
Anything else I can do with my
Recon
command
unit
points?
reporting.
Strategic bombing. Can we do recon first? I do have enough points to do that.
Verifying the enemy's
Verifying the enemy's location. All right.
on a
Hit
bombing
those enemy armored units here. There you go, boys. Knock their socks off. Nice. We battered these. Yeah, we fucked up those 2 lead German Panzer units there. Ori, thanks for the follow. So resuming, hopefully I wasn't offline for too long. I didn't quite catch how long it was down. But you can see here that we knocked 2 Panzer units about.
Yes, Commander. The gunners are here.
The gunners are here.
Fighter squadron ready for duty.
Guarding the
Kind of
Empire.
tempted to swing this over here. I don't know which is a better idea.
We bring the firepower.
Tanks
Probably
awaiting
going after the
orders.
stronger German units, right?
Got a clear shot.
Form up, form up. British infantry reporting.
Well, I think we're managing that so far anyway. Blunting the spear, that is. Meanwhile, I do have these troops on the right flank that I do need to race east toward these key positions.
Attention. Ambush up ahead. Attention. Ambush up ahead.
Locked and loaded. Sounds like a plan. Guarding the Empire.
Gotta hope they don't bomb those.
Stand by for a bumpy ride.
What haven't I moved?
Recon unit
It'd be great if the game just told you.
Job for a tank.
Ready to crack some tanks open.
Keeping the sky clear.
Yeah, I forgot about my anti-aircraft units.
Orders clear.
Probably best to keep them on one flank, I suppose.
Anybody call for big boomers?
Big boomers.
Infantry standing by. Tommies are here. A soldering life for me. Infantry on the move.
I mean, there's this objective up north too, so we'll have to see what they go for.
Tommies are here. British infantry reporting. Move, move, move. Making our way there. Tommies are here. Infantry on the
Did they
move.
refer to
Just say the
themselves as
word.
Tommies?
Fighter squadron ready for duty. The RAF have arrived. Royal fighters standing by.
Tactical bomber standing by.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for our turn then. Let's go ahead and end the turn and see what the Germans have in store for us. Did Twitch fall again? Drop again? Oh, we're going to lose that fighter unit for sure. We're down to 3 already. Oh, that artillery unit's a goner too. They flanked us.
This unit is on the verge of defeat. Send the unit to the service zone where it can be reinforced. The service zone is a 1 hex range around an infrastructure.
Hey. Wait. Are they German tanks driving? Are they Germans driving French tanks? I'm confused. No, we lost our first core unit.
That's a killing shot. All the king's men will put you back together.
In the middle of the war, though? Like, well, I know they repurposed German tanks, or French tanks, but in the middle of the French campaign? They flanked this forward position here. That's not a good sign. I hope that was one of the new artillery units I bought and not one of the experienced ones.
Infantry is occupying defensive positions inside the buildings. Infantry inside a building gets an additional +4 bonus to defense on top of the usual +2 city terrain defense bonus. Thus it becomes a very tough target to deal
So
with.
many
The best way
Germans.
to deal with enemy infantry
Someone
holding
stop
inside
them.
buildings is to use the flamethrowers equipment.
Yeah. I think I'm on your side here, Newhauser. I don't think they would have started within a week of the campaign. Certainly by, later in the war. But not in the first week of the invasion of France. They probably had other things on their mind. Oh my god, the attacks on the left flank. Hopefully the French can hold in those towns. Or in the town. Hey, he's just doing donuts. Or circles. Tell me the game didn't just glitch out on that. Aww. The fuck is going on with Twitch? Well, if it's any consolation, my game appears to have glitched or almost glitched out. This unit was doing donuts. I don't know what's going on with Twitch tonight, guys. I don't think it's on. Well, now I'm dropping frames. A very small number, but I don't know if maybe somehow it transferred from being a Twitch issue to being on me. I mean, drop frames could still be a Twitch issue, but... All right. Let's just fast forward through the French doing whatever they're gonna do. Come on. Do the Belgians operate independently too? Oh, they're gonna shoot down a German aircraft. Hell yeah, brothers. Oh, maybe not. Just demoralizing and fleeing. All right. So, any troops evacuated yet? A bunch of them are loaded up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Germans sure broke through on the left.
A soldering life for me.
Okay.
Ready to unload. Blast it. There's no outmaneuvering us.
All right, go ahead and shoot at that German fighter. And then go run away and land. Oh my god, you got shot. What the fuck?
Any orders for us? Guns of the United Kingdom, open fire!
Get ready to fire again.
Fire again, boys!
Tanks awaiting orders.
British infantry reporting. 5 rounds rapid.
Destroy this goddamn self-propelled 88.
Aye, Commander.
Destroy this German armor.
Save that for the combat.
Destroy this German recon vehicle.
That's the right idea. Fire the main caliber. Target
Get them,
eliminated.
boys. That overrun trait is hella nice.
There's no outmaneuvering us. His Majesty's own disappointment. British infantry reporting.
Question is, what? I don't know that I want to move my tank up against an 88.
Infantry awaiting orders.
The main problem is on the left. The Germans have broken through. We didn't really have a place to deploy troops there, though. Yeah, we're doing a little better in the center. They did destroy that one
Infantry standing by.
artillery piece of ours.
Aye, Commander.
Loaded to the brim.
There's no outmaneuvering us.
The Royal Air Force is here.
Royal fighters standing by.
You can't give me a frickin' 2 to 4, barely 2 to 4 against German Stukas. Okay.
You can't hide.
Seriously? What did it get hit by this time?
Giving it all we've got. Strafing. Royal fighters standing by. Approaching target.
Tactical bomber standing by.
Any orders for us?
What do afterburners do? I'm not sure. I haven't played the Pacific
Below them,
version.
Kingdom come. Any orders for us?
Giving it all we've got.
Yeah, I don't see. It doesn't look like it lets me break through there.
Below them till kingdom come.
A soldering life for me.
Ready to flatten some fools. Fire the main caliber. We're on the move.
Sir, we've broken the
We've
encirclement. at
broken the
Lille.
encirclement.
The French are grateful and standing by for orders.
Oh, yeah.
Let them pack their kit bags. We might have to fall back from Lille soon.
Double file, boys. Officer
Yeah,
approaching.
we're gonna fall back for
Please don't be
sure.
Sentry duty.
We'll get it done. Say goodbye. Save that for the combat record. We captured the position.
The Royal Air Force is here.
Okay, boys, fall back. Wish I could bomb those German troops, but apparently I can't.
I'm listening.
But it doesn't let me move here. I'm still locked in.
Locked and loaded.
On His Majesty's service.
Ready to put the fear of God in them. Hey, you, catch!
Hey, you catch.
Get ready to fire again.
Fire again, boys. Let them have it.
Any
Yeehaw.
orders for us?
I don't know why they're Texans
Any orders for
or
us?
whatever that is.
Tank ready for action. Adjust and aim. We'll blow them to kingdom come.
Get ready to fire again.
Fire again, boys.
Aye, you better run.
On His Majesty's service.
Nice. Destroyed another German unit.
A clean hit.
Tank ready for action. Anybody call for big boomers?
Hell yeah, I called for big boomers.
A soldering life for me.
I mean, do we need to push troops out to the right?
On the move. A
This is like
soldering
kind of a
life for me.
waste. Maybe we
Move,
pull them
move,
back to the
move.
west.
Yes, Commander.
Form up, form up. Onwards. Standing by, sir.
Okay.
Fighter squadron ready for duty.
That guy's dead.
Where do you need us? Key point is ours.
We've taken one of the enemy objective, or I guess one of the enemy towns. Not necessarily something I should have done,
We'll get
but
it
I
done.
decided to do it. This actually probably cuts supply to someone? Maybe?
Tank ready for action.
British infantry reporting.
Ready to flatten some fools.
Alright, we'll just stop in this town, take another town from the enemy, see what they do for us.
We bring the firepower.
Okay.
The gunners are here. Guns of the United Kingdom.
His Majesty's own disappointment. Officer approaching. Form up, form up.
Yeah, get out of the open. Whatever you do.
God, please don't be sentry duty. Get 'em, boys, get 'em.
Did I just attack a French unit? No, that's a Panzer IV. Okay. Never mind.
Infantry awaiting orders.
Alright, you are gonna pull back to this town, I think.
Move, move, move. British infantry reporting.
Nobody will stay hidden for long.
Standing by.
All right, let's move that anti-tank gun over to the right, or I guess left, actually.
Tactical bomber standing by.
I'm listening.
Loaded to the brim.
All right, I'm gonna have these guys pull back to the airfield. Actually, let's go bomb this armored unit.
Commencing bombardment. Boy, people are quick with a bomber overhead.
There we go. They retreated.
Loaded to the brim.
Let's go finish this guy off. Destroyed him.
Survived that blast. What is your order?
That was a good result. Destroyed another German armored unit.
Moving the clouds. What is your order? Tactical bomber standing by.
Tommies are here. Double file, boys.
Guarding the Empire.
Wait, why is this one my unit to command?
Any orders for us?
All right, end turn. So we've got, what, 15 more turns we have to hold, I think? Unless we can destroy the entire German attacking force, but that seems unlikely. They're going to destroy that Spitfire right here. RIP. That sucks. But hey, at least my anti-aircraft gun can do the same thing to them as they did to us and just freeze them in place. Lol, my bombers did more damage to the fighters than they did to us. Ha! What is sluggish supposed to mean? Just they're slow on their guns? Oh no! They're attacking our infantry and trucks! Goddamn enemy recon vehicle. Supporting fire. Stop chewing up my troops and their trucks. They ain't hurting anybody there. Interesting. So rather than continuing the attack on Dunkirk, they turn their tanks around to go attack the troops in their rear. What are they even attacking from there? Oh, there's my recon vehicle. They're really focusing on that recon vehicle, which is doing no damage to their tanks. Can I go yet? No, we got to deal with the French first, or the non-friendly British. Hey, maybe the AI will cut off some of the AI's. Maybe the AI will cut off the AI's supply. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode of Strategic Mind. Fight for Freedom, a new game out that looks at World War II from the Western Allies perspective and also has some interesting hypotheticals in the American campaign around a hypothetical World War III, although we are fighting the British campaign and we are currently fighting the Battle of Dunkirk. So far, we're holding out reasonably well. We're losing some pretty heavy casualties in places, but I think we're doing well for the Battle of Dunkirk. I guess we'll see what the game throws at us later on in this fight, because it feels a little bit, we're punching above our weight, or maybe above what we should be, it feels like. So we'll see how the game responds in the coming turns. We still have quite a few turns left in this battle. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your thoughts below. And until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you very much for watching, and I'm out.